Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Willis. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Robinson will try to pick it up. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. To throw again on 2nd down. Willis. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now Willis on 3rd down. Robinson's got it. And he will have the Titans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. The Titans had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home open. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Let's go!
This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Right back to him on first down. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Second down and a run by Robinson. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Willis looks to pass it here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Willis. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Head the street! Head the street!
Robinson up the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
On first down, Willis. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Left thing, 19.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Willis toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll run with Robinson. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Willis looking to throw it. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get sixes instead of threes.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they've moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Willis. That's complete to Robinson. And he will have a Titans first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. That's into a crowd and intercepted. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Robinson with another carry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They go play action with Willis. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 37.
We see this happen so often that if you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Again, Willis to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans have regained the lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
The extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 17-14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Henry's got it out on the left side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. That's out wide here for Robinson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is second, and this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. The left side caught by Diggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Willis now off of play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. Derwin James with a pick. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Come on. Hey!
Back to throw here. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Check smash!
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now he'll try to run with this. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. They find some open field here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And tough sledding. And again, maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Robinson. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. 2nd down, here's Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off of it. Back now in Nashville. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Tennessee offense about set, ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Tommy Trimble, 29 yards. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Come back in!
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
He certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
I'm starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team, and they have to have that
touchdown from 13 yards out. And the Browns are on their way to a 2-0 start. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Come on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. This is the tight end, Njoku. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. And Diggs has it. And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Man open is Robinson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Hold it ready. Hustle. Ready.
Now Willis. And it's caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Okay, ready?
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
70 Ranger.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, and to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best. And
I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach.